The noise wouldn't go away. No matter where they pointed the antenna, no matter the time of day, no matter how carefully they listened, it was always there. An eerie, stubborn hiss that refused to be silenced. It was 1964, at Bell Labs in New Jersey. Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson stood beneath a massive horn-shaped antenna, a marvel of modern engineering built to listen to the quietest whispers of the universe. They weren't chasing glory. They weren't trying to rewrite cosmology. They were engineers doing their jobs, trying to make the instrument work perfectly. But perfection kept slipping away. The hiss crept into every measurement. It didn't matter if they aimed the antenna toward the city or deep into empty space. It didn't matter if it was day or night. The noise was uniform, relentless, annoying. They suspected everything. Faulty electronics, thermal interference, signals bouncing off Earth. Even pigeons nesting inside the antenna. Yes, pigeons. They climbed inside, cleaned it out, scraped away what Penzias later politely called white dielectric material. They powered it back on. The hiss was still there. At this point, frustration turned into unease. Instruments lie all the time, but this one was lying too consistently. The noise wasn't random. It had a temperature, about 3 degrees above absolute zero. Cold. Ancient. Wrong. And then came the quiet realization, what if this wasn't interference at all? Hundreds of miles away, a group of physicists at Princeton had been hunting for something very specific, a faint afterglow left over from the birth of the universe itself, a prediction, a theoretical echo from the moment everything began. Penzias and Wilson made a phone call. As the story goes, after hearing their measurements, the physicists hung up and turned to one another saying, "Well, boys, we've been scooped." In that moment, the hiss transformed. What had been a failure became evidence. What had been a nuisance became a message. That noise wasn't coming from Earth. It wasn't coming from stars. It was coming from everywhere. An ancient light stretched thin by billions of years of cosmic expansion. The leftover warmth of the Big Bang itself. Proof that the universe was born in fire, then cooled, and is still whispering its origin story to anyone patient enough to listen. Penzias and Wilson hadn't set out to discover the universe's first echo. They were just trying to fix a problem. But history doesn't always reward ambition. Sometimes it rewards attention. Because the universe doesn't shout its secrets. It hides them in the background noise. If this story sparked your curiosity, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It truly helps the channel grow. And tell us in the comments, what discovery do you think is hiding in plain sight right now, waiting for someone to notice?